Hello and welcome back to our channel where we speak all about futures and its analysis and the type of technical analysis that you can do to make it simple but yet very doable for even beginners or more advanced traders. I'm actually getting amazing mentorship from somebody that works down in Manhattan on the financial district. So he's mentoring me and teaching me amazing fundamentals of technical analysis and easy ways to actually become a great trader. So I learned so much from him, and every time he's looking at my analysis, he's really amazed on how great I'm actually able to see it and how simple it is. So I decided to create this channel to share the wisdom and the simplicity of what I'm learning on trading, so you can do that better, do that for yourself and by yourself as well, not be dependent on anybody else. So let's start by me sharing my screen, and we will start first with one. And we will start now with the first one to be, HG, which is copper. Uh, But before we actually dive into its analysis, what I want to do, I actually wanted to go over the quick analysis that we did on the bronze, which is type of oil that is in comparison with our CL, which is crude oil. Okay, so look what was interesting. We had here basically to go for a short, okay, because that was our zone, okay, from here, and that was, I believe, 6 hours, or what was it, 4 hours, 12 hours. So it was the 12 hours, and you can see how when it entered, it's literally went through it as if it wasn't even there. And then what happened, if you remember on multiple of our videos, I'm talking about, if it was not good for the short, then it will become for the long. Okay, so what happened basically, then you can understand that you can buy here. Okay, so look what happened. It broke above, it's tested the bottom of the zone. Okay, because what happened many times, the institutions, they know that most people put their stop loss just a bit before the zone ends or right at the end of it. That's why it's always good to give it a bit of a cushion. What happened, look, it's touched exactly the bottom of it and went higher ever since. And as a matter of fact, okay, you can see here how literally it went to the low of it. Okay, so you can actually see the low right here. Okay, so look how it was literally as the low of the zone, it's itself, like the blue one. Okay, so it touched here and then it bounced, made great bounce from the low, then touched it again, made higher. Okay, came, touched it again overnight, those sessions overnight, and made even higher again. Okay, so it's very important to recognize that. That's why also you can enter. Let's say an example here, you enter on this one, right, and potentially putting your stop loss right under this one, a few ticks, because for that to go under this, even one tick, it's meaning that it will giving a possibility, a higher possibility of a changing direction. So it's most likely not going to happen. Okay, and on hindsight, sure, you can say, yeah, it's easy to see, but I'm telling you, based on many times that you do different type of analysis, you will be able to see that. So let's say an example here. Okay, look what happened. It's crossed it, okay, by a couple of ticks right here. Okay, then it went down, and what happened after that? It didn't make a little bit higher or a little bit lower and then correction and then lower again. It's broke above and took above by much more. Same thing here, you see, it took a couple of points above, then came as a correction, and then went way higher. You will see that over and over and over. Every time you see a bit came here a bit higher, correction, a bit higher or the same sometimes, and correction, and then it will just break above, because that's what they do. Support and like they build support and resistance level to break. Okay, so was great. I didn't take this trade as short. I was more looking to see what comes out from that, and on the CL, there is more possibilities on the CL. I wanted to look for the CL like longing from this area, but it just went without me to the long, so I didn't end up taking it. Also, if we're looking at that, it's 3.3, 2.8, 18, 0.15, 9.50. And let's see, 2.18 to, okay, so this one over the short term is stronger than the crude oil, based on what I'm seeing here. Yeah. Okay, so it's a bit stronger. 9, 12, 13, 14, 10. So over the long term, actually, CL it's stronger. Short term, maybe BZ is stronger by a bit, but CL is leading. Okay, so let's dive in. Doesn't mean that you shouldn't take trades on BZ. If you feel comfortable, you definitely can. It's There is no preference. You do what you feel like, because at the end of the day, it's your money, your funds. I'm not giving you advice on what to put, where to put. It's you do what you feel like is the right thing for you. So on this is copper. Copper is an interesting metal, okay, that we want to look at, okay, and you will see how it's at all-time high, okay, just a couple of weeks ago, and I actually um, wasn't on a vacation. I saw it, and I had some copper, so I sold it literally at the high. It was amazing, and look how it dropped since that. So you can see also on the RSI, it was all-time highs, and then it dropped like crazy right after that. So because it was overbought, and then it's basically going to the not being oversold. It was oversold here, but it's just less demand maybe to it. So it's interesting. Let's delete our drawings and just let's draw more now right away. So we start with the monthly. We start with our monthly, drawing our lines of of we want to start with drawing with our support. Trade lines. Okay. So you can see always all the videos are starting with trend lines. Great. Overall, on a short-term basis, we are on an uptrend. 50% Fibonacci touched it and bouncing. So it's like on my CL, on my not CL, sorry, on my this one, right? So what happened? I long depth from here, touch the 50% Fibonacci, sales, touch sales, and that's what you want to see. Like for me, it was my target to take profit. So what happened? First time I didn't take profit. I wasn't on my computer. I didn't have also my order to sell. And then second time I sold. Third time came yesterday. So like it's great to have those type of things for take profit, for targets, and other stuff of that sort. So we have those two. Okay, very good. Then we go and we look at the same time for supply and demand. Okay, supply and demand. So there is not going to be really higher here anymore. So we can just look for demand and supply. Okay, right there. It makes our life so much easier too. Um, so we have nothing here on a daily. Quickly check. We're also open for 23 hours. Great zone was here. And again, you see, if you hit it at the low of the thing, it will log you out and then take great profits. So this one is nice. Let's look at 690. But this little wick, oh, look, this wick, oh, look, this wick. It's amazing zone. It's like literally on all the time frames. Let me just see. Okay. So on the 4 hours, on the 3 hours, 2 hours. Oh, on the 2 hours, it's even better actually. I mean, it's pretty much the same, but 2 hours, it's nicer. I like this zone. So in theory, there is another zone right there, but I don't know. I don't know if I would like to play something like that. Right? I don't know. On the 90 minutes, like there is some great zones, like right here, right? Like great zones, but yeah, this is also a great zone. But again, it's in the middle. I wouldn't want to play something like that. Let's go for support and resistance line. Okay, boom. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, so you can see all those amazing points of touching here. Okay, so all those points here, great ones. Okay, this one is somewhere what two. To find support and resistance line are easy. Okay, why is it easy? Because you need to look at the highs or lows of pivotal areas. Okay, or if it's in a short term, right? What you want to do, you want to look at areas like this. So look, one, two, right? Three, four, and then now the price is at that area again. So it's easy to know what we're looking at. Okay. So this what we see here. What will be our plan is more or less to look for enough confirmations to be able to take a long in this area. So what is my confirmations on that right now will be I will need to see what's happening with the RSI. I will need to see what's happening with my moving averages. Okay, because maybe we will have the 200-day moving averages within that area. When we have that confirmation, it's on the bottom of the 50% Fibonacci, and it's have the zone as well. So we have multiple of confirmations right there to potentially take that long. Right now, when it will be in this area, it might give me a great potential short as well, because you can see here it's almost touching together here and almost touching them for a short. So let's see what's coming out from that. So that's what I have for you on copper. There is a potential interest for me to long here. Okay, what I will do, I will put the alert when it's getting there. I want to see what was occurring. Was it moving there fast? Was all my confirmations getting together? Is the 200 moving average is going to be within that area? All those questions need to be answered, but this will be my level of interest, my price point of interest, and then we'll see. I need to make some type of you know plan with my risk to reward management. So that's definitely something to look out for. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, compliments, anything that you have. We'll be happy to see. If there is anything specific that you want me to chart and give you my analysis, if there is any questions on how to find certain things, of any type of interest that you guys have, please let us know in the comments below, so then we're able to make sure that we make videos that are more tailored and specific to your needs. And if one of you thinking of one question, I'm sure there is 100 or 1,000 more that will think of the same question. So I appreciate everyone that participate and share their questions in the comments below. Thank you, and I will be seeing you in the next one.